Okay, welcome back everyone. So, I'm going to figure out this elevator puzzle. So let's see here. Maybe I should make a note, but... Okay, so floor 1 is... woman getting married. Floor 2... one getting married, 2 looking at a man, 1 married, 2 looking at a man, 1 married, 2 looking at a man, 3 with a king, old, married, man, old. Married man, old. Oh, right. The elevator. Married man, old. What is this? Spirit vanished into the elevator. I must be able to use the elevator to get to the top floor then. And the floor display began to blink on and off radically. Is that some kind of hint? And the word she used, combination. I stared at the elevator buttons. Maybe I'm supposed to push these in a certain combination. If I press the floor buttons in a certain order, I might be able to get to the 6th floor. But what's the order? I've got no idea. I'm working on it. I've got to think. There has to be a clue somewhere inside Masquerade. I'm trying... I want up... Okay, married man, cane. Married man, cane. Married man, cane, girl. Married man, cane, girl. Married man, cane, girl. Child. Married man, cane, girl, kid. Okay. Married man, cane, girl. Okay, so girls first. Married man, king. Married man. Married. Kid. King. I push the button. The elevator door opens and a musty stench greets me, but that's not all. The smell is blood. Sir. Red Riding Hood's voice drifts on the wind. I've been waiting for you. No, I doubt my words will reach her, but I feel like I have to at least say it. I'm not the one you respect. I'm not the one you're waiting for. Liar. You always lie. I'm not lying. I'm really not. Eee. A scream splits the night. It's the same one I heard during the spider torture. Stop this. This won't accomplish anything. That's why, this time, I'm going to test you. Tell me the truth. Oh God. Widowmaker, is that you? Countless spiders fly out of the darkness and start crawling over my body. The swarm of spiders keeps coming. Massager? Maybe? Shit. I take the massager out of my bag, hold it against my body, and hit the switch. This worked before. The spiders start acting strangely. They all scramble away. Nice. Red Riding Hood lets out a gusty sigh. Glittering white threads fly through the air from her mouth. She's trying to use her spider silk. Horse head. I hold the horse head over mine as protection. Strangely enough, the threads seem drawn to it and only wrap around the horse head. Sir, who's in the wrong? I only did what was right. That's for the law to decide. I think. Red Riding Hood staring at me. Sir, come with me. The only thing that matters is your life. How do you know a person's worth? Shut up, shut up, shut up! Red Riding Hood screams again. Then her maddening eyes glare at me. Sir, how do I look to you? We met too late. What do you like about me? Your honesty. I think this is the right answer. Okay, nice. So she shouldn't kill me, I think. Thank you, sir. Let's... Red Riding Hood's figure wavers, then smashes through the window and off into the night. Did she just jump? The bustling city can be heard out of the window. I wipe my sweaty brow with my shirt sleeve. Something touches my cheek. Something's floating in the darkness. A thread. As I follow it with my eyes, I realize that it's wrapped around my wrist. Oh no. Something yanks me toward the window. I brace my legs and try to resist. But all in vain. I'm thrown out into the night sky. I scream as I plummet. No, I should be rushing toward the ground. Just as I give up all hope, a strong jolt makes me look up. A man struggles to hold onto my arm, his teeth gritting with effort. You stupid idiot. Master. Shut up and give me your other arm. Hurry up, grab onto me. Right. He desperately tries to pull me up, and after what feels like an eternity of struggling, I make it over the ledge and tumble safely back inside the hotel. The only sound that can be heard is our gasps for breath as we sit in the darkness. Why did you ignore my orders? Mashta spits words out between wheezes. Sorry. This isn't the time to be making excuses. I might be better off shutting up. Idiot. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Is she gone? I think so. The window. I'm still trembling as I point to the broken window. She threw herself out of it. She might have been trying to take me with her. No, not you. That sir person. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Can you walk? Then let's go. Masha slowly stands and looks at me. Nicely done. That wasn't bad work for an amateur like you. It stopped raining. The cool wind on my cheek hints at autumn. I'm going to drop by and see Diamond. I'd like to see how the others are doing. Yeah. What? Hand me the car key. No, I can drive. Have you completely gone mad? Look at your hands. I glance down at them, only to suddenly realize they're still shaking. You just faced down a spirit. You can't drive in that condition. The choice made for me, I take the key out of my pocket and toss it to Mashta. Out. Right. You rest here. His figure melts into the darkness. Yep, sorry. As I watch him go, I notice something down on the wet asphalt. It's... a dead spider. It lay there, legs all curled up almost as if trying to hold on to something. Are you satisfied now? Then let's go home. I gently pick the spider up. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it in my pocket. The car ride back is a blur. I sat and let Mashta's voice wash over me like background radio noise. I remember wondering if manhood might have stolen a part of my soul. Before the investigation today, Moai tipped us off on that testimony, remember? That helped me connect the dots. I realized a teacher was wrapped up in the case. A teacher from a school near the hotel was arrested for breaking the law. That's... what does that have to do with anything? There was an odd part in Aiko's testimony. They were scared they'd be reported, but nothing ever happened. In other words, Esko never went to the police after tattling to that teacher. Or maybe more, she couldn't go. I frown as I try to together. I think I'm too spaced out, as it's not making sense. You never make it as a detective. Can't he just drop that? I don't plan on becoming one anyway. There's only one possible answer. This person Esko trusted so deeply was one of Masquerade's customers. I feel like I've been hit up the side of the head, and not with a pillow, more like a lead pipe.
The one she sought salvation from ended up being a criminal. The definition of irony.
Mashta glances out the window and chuckles dryly. The bitter sound fits both our moods.
It was the teacher, Enra, the one mentioned in Aiko's testimony. I saw a photo of him. He was thin, tall, the type popular with students. Well, I suppose.
He glances back at me through the mirror.
You might say he wasn't too unlike you.
Mashta suddenly tosses a file at me.
Those are the research results. Look them over if you want to know more.
Results? I flip through the thick paper. They're a set of very well-organized documents. It would have taken a lot of time to gather this amount of information. Then it hits me. Wait a second. Mashta just said that he connected the dots with the help of Moe's testimony, which means he knew all of this before we started our investigation tonight.
You knew everything. I just said I put it all together when I heard the testimony, but I decided not to tell you, just in case. Why, if I had known, I could have... What would you have done? His tone turns mocking as he laughs. You would have just sympathized too much and let down your guard. You should be grateful I didn't.
Masha leaves me with the research file and heads to Diamond's hospital. Now that I'm alone, I can't hospitalize friends out of my mind. Ugh. But there's nothing I can do for them right now. I've done everything I can. I bolster myself with that information. I spread Mashta's documents out on the table. I'm exhausted, but I feel like I need to go through them today. Who in the world was Red Riding Hood? If Mashta was right, the truth should be right in front of me. New info. Let's make a new save. Well, actually, I'm gonna overwrite one of these older ones. Okay. Whoop. Wait, he did what now? Oh, he hung himself. Oh boy. Is it really important if I look at the... Okay. I faced Red Riding Hood on the 6th floor, where she had waited for me. I managed to drive her back, but she nearly takes me with her, until Mashta saves me at the last second. He's furious with me for disobeying his orders. I'm given his research file in the hotel. This is what it says. Esko tattling to her homeroom teacher Enra about the job is what started it all. Enra proposed to Esko that they gather evidence first, and they arranged to meet at Masquerade that night. But the only thing waiting for Esko there was utter betrayal by the teacher she was in love with. It turned out that Enra himself was one of Masquerade's customers. No one knows exactly what happened to Esko. She was found wandering the streets in her red raincoat and immediately admitted to a facility. Unfortunately, her mental state was too far gone already, and she commits suicide by throwing herself from a 6th-floor window of the hospital. The night she died was cold and rainy, just like today. The report has info on Enra as well. When he was arrested for other illegal activities, he ended up a masquerade as well. Having your partner wear all red was code that you were planning to use the deluxe suite of the hotel. That could be the reason Esko wore that red raincoat that night. Not long after the trial, Enra apparently hung himself in jail. Oh boy. End of chapter 6. And so the case surrounding Masquerade quietly comes to a close, leaving an invisible scar on that dark street. The lives lost there will never return. Sorry. God. And neither will their trampled dignity. The only thing that saves that disaster is that my friends survived. Hiro, Banshee, and Sho all regained consciousness after that. They got out of it with no lasting symptoms and are recovered enough to go back to their lives. Diamond concluded that the affliction inhibited the soul, very much like the mark. In that case, maybe Red Riding Hood was finally released from that horrible nightmare. Just like the spirits that gave people the mark. If anything good came about because of this case, then that would be it. A week later. I'm coming in. Mosh just suddenly shows up on my doorstep. Before I even open my mouth, he pulls out an envelope and tosses it on the table. I'm here to deliver this. It's your reward. Take it and get out of here. I didn't do it because I wanted a reward. How should I know? The client asked me to do this, that's all. I did my job and handed it over. The rest is in your hands. Damn, what a pain. Masha turns and curses under his breath, but I can still hear everything he says. That's all you came for? No, there's one other thing. I learned something from this past case. And what's that? Something about you. You're suited for this work after all. That again. Sorry, but I'm done. No more. Just hear me out. There have been more mysterious cases like masquerades popping up lately. I thought it might be Mark-related, but it seems like I was wrong. He stops for a moment, then mutters, Hyaki Yagyo, a monster's parade. Have you heard anything about it? A Hyaki Yagyo. Yeah, sure, and ghost stories. But he's clearly asking about something that's happening in the real world. No, I haven't. That's so. I figured you, of all people. Forget it. First he asks me, then he tells me to forget it. He only cares about his own bottom line. Master glances briefly at the sofa in the corner of the room. Might have known something. So you want my help? The lady Ahsoka seems to think you could do some good. I do too. That's all I wanted to say. No, wait, I have one last bit of advice. Quit doing stuff like that. Like what? You picked up that dead spider, didn't you? You saw. Just out of the corner of my eye. That's why darkness follows you. Your ancestors probably had pity on her too. The living and the dead can't coexist. If you try to accept their feelings, you'll just end up getting pulled in. Keep that in mind. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Masha just snorts derisively like usual. Give it some thought. Even if you don't want it, the time may come one day. He leaves, closing the door behind him. That marks the end of the case, and the end of one chapter in my story. But someday in the future, I can't help but think, that door will be thrown open again. Death mark. The gallery has been unlocked. Nice. Save. Sure, why not? Overwrite. this one, I guess. Okay. Is this a new game? Hold up. I don't want to do a new game right now. Whoops. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Heroes song's out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is. I'm just gonna skip this. Yada yada yada. Dun 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 dun. Probably nothing new there. Approach. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna kill everyone, so I'm gonna do stupid stuff. Hehehehe. My name. Yoshiki Kazuo. Let's go with the cannon look this time. Death mark. If I could get to a save point, please, this would make things a lot easier. Okay, well it won't let me save, so we're just gonna let her kill me right here. I'm not sure if it gets me a trophy, but I'm gonna try. Accept your death by the monk. Yes. Is that so? Then please rest here in the mansion until dawn. Good night. Trophy? No trophy? Hello? Well, look then. What if I just let it time out? How about that? I didn't answer. Here in the mansion until dawn. Good night. Trophy? No trophy. Well, dang. Be like that. No way. Way. I don't know what happens if you pick T Elementary. I'm just gonna save here. Okay, and exit. Whoops. Save and exit. I want out. Why are you not letting me out? Save and exit. I'm saving. Can I exit? Do you want me to pick a partner? Can I leave now? No? Fine. Can I leave now? I just want out of here. Will it still record if I exit out? Well, if it ends, I guess, but I'll be right back.